Okay, do I have a sniper rifle? I got a nice set of full ammo here. At least the graphics are fixed. Oh, no. Oh, wait, the shotgun was good for these guys. I feel like this game doesn't give you a lot of shotgun ammo. Like, I keep running out of it, and I don't really find a lot of it. See, like, I'm almost already out. Oh, yeah, I'm done. Cleaned out. Wow! Okay! Can't let them get on me at all. Damn it. Come on. Ugh. How they zigzag. I don't care. Don't care. Just want them dead. Get away! Oh, can they not get me here? No, yeah, they can. Move! I thought I glitched the AI again. Damn it. Oh, God, no, hold on. I gotta save. There's mines. I'm back. Welcome back, Samuel. We got Jedi training robots here. Damn, that was a loud noise. Ah! I don't think that hit anything, actually. Oh God, reload. Thank you. Thank you. Gotta use my shield wall, I think. Oh! That bounced back at me. That was my bad. That was a nice little mess up. There we go. You mother... The cheapest things, man. The cheapest things. Yeah, the grenade just bounced right back at me. Like, oops. I did an oopsie. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna make a wall. That worked. Woo! Okay, we're safe. Safety. Hey, Rogue Dragon. Favorite thing to do with your children? I don't know. I mean, we do a lot of things together. Like, we take them to the park. I like taking my kid to Dave & Buster's. It's funny because, like, it's hard doing the same thing with both kids at the same time and keep them both entertained. Because one's 2, one's 9, so they have very different things that they enjoy. So, like, my son, like, I'll play video games with him. He likes going to the movies. Like, he's a big movie buff like I am. He loves going to the movie theater and, of course, playing video games. My daughter, yeah, she's 2, so she's still developing what she likes. She's likes going to the park and stuff, being around other kids.
Why not? Just pile it on, boy. I can take it.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Oh! There. I was trying to save because I forgot to. Taking the Halloween events at all the theme parks? Not yet. I will in the future. I don't know if my son can handle it 9. Although when I was 9, I would have loved it, but he's not like I was, where I was really big into horror movies. It's crazy because you go to Universal Studios and go to like Halloween Horror Nights. You'll see parents with like toddlers in a stroller. And to me, that's stupid. I mean, maybe they don't have babysitters and they want to go. That's a different story. But like these kids don't know what's going on. They just hear people screaming and seeing monsters going around everywhere. Like, I would never bring my toddler to an event like that. It can get really intense. What the hell is... Oh, I saw that moving. I thought that was one of the angels. Oh my god, wait a minute. I got my see-through gun. Dumbass. Oh, I thought I was about to die. There, safe. It's good that you can appreciate that he's not you and has his own pace and things. Yeah, like I don't want to. I would love it if my kids when they're older they go to like Halloween events with me and stuff. But I mean, it is more of an adult thing to do. But I mean, I'll let them make that choice. I don't want to force them on that. My daughter, I can tell she's gonna be a big horror movie. Like she's a warrior. Like she's gonna whoop people's asses when she's older. Cause like I scare my fiance every once in a while with a Michael Myers mask that I have. She hates that thing, so I love scaring her with it. I do it all the time. Like she'll be getting out of the shower and I'll just be standing outside the shower with the mask on for like 5 minutes, just waiting for her to open the curtain. She hates it. But my daughter, she just laughs. She thinks it's hilarious. And then the other day, I found her in my office. She grabbed my Michael Myers mask, went to her brother's room, and tried scaring him. And this girl is 2. And she makes monster noises and stuff all the time. So she's going to be a little horror movie buff. Horror isn't the same now. I completely agree. Horror movies in general, you have a couple good ones here and there. But no, 80s and 90s, that's when horror was at its finest. I mean, of course you can go back to like the 1930s and 40s with the Universal monsters. That's just straight up classic. You never know what will scar a kid. I was afraid of chickens for well over a decade, thanks to one somehow landing on Mr. Rogers' head when I was younger. Wow. You know what my thing was, and I know for a fact, like, I had a straight-up phobia for years. Like, it was, I argue it would have been diagnosed as a phobia when I was a kid. When I saw it, now I can watch it, and, you know, no problem, I'm a grown-ass man, I know it's fake. But the original It, when I was a kid, that movie, like, the night I saw it, I still remember it vividly. I still remember how terrified it was. We were in Puerto Rico, me and my family visiting my extended family in Puerto Rico, staying at my aunt's house, and they were watching it, and I knew I didn't want to watch it because I was already scared, but I remember being like on the staircase of the house, and the TV was downstairs, and I kept poking my head out to see it, and I could tell you the exact scene that scarred me. It was when the kid is in the shower in the gym at school, and then Pennywise comes out of the drain, and he opens his mouth and shows his teeth. That one scene right there is when I thought in my head, like, oh, that's it. Like, that did it. That's what killed me. And then my cousin had a doll collection of clowns, and I ended up having to sleep in a room that night. Traumatized for years of clowns. It took me so long to get over. Now it's one of my favorite horror movies. It's classic. I always wanted to go to one of those haunted houses, but my mom isn't a fan of that stuff and dislikes Halloween. So me and my dad just sit around and watch horror films. Halloween for me is so special. I love Halloween. For me, Halloween starts the first day. This is my rule. Halloween starts the first day of Halloween Horror Nights every year at Universal Studios and goes all the way through the beginning first week of November. That's Halloween for me. And every year at Universal, they start Halloween Horror Nights event earlier and earlier. Like this year, I think they're starting at like the second week of September, which is crazy early. But hey, I'm okay with it. Do you have any classic games you're looking for? None in particular, because I don't really buy games physical. too much of a hunt, too expensive. Then you gotta like find actual physical space to store all this junk. So I just go digital and emulate. I am not ready for battle. Wait. Oh shit. Hold on. What is going on here? Oh! You should bring your son to a stream. I don't even think he'd enjoy it. He would just sit there and not know what to do. He's in his room most of the time. Most of the time when I'm streaming, actually, most of the time he's not even here. Because, I share custody with him. Because, a lot of you probably don't know that, but he's from a previous relationship. My daughter is from my current one, but yeah, he's from a previous relationship, so, he spends like half the week with his mother, every other weekend with me. Wait, half the weekend? I said it wrong. Basically, we share 50-50. So the way I schedule my streams, I try to schedule them when he's with her. That way I don't, that way, since I only have him half the week, I don't want to be streaming when I can be spending time with him. Oh, no wonder I couldn't move. You have to use the left joystick. I was using the right. Oh my god. Please. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, there's so much stuff firing at me. Please don't hurt me. Just let me kill you. Halloween on YouTube is my favorite time. Yeah, Dan. If you guys are into Halloween, if anyone else channels into Halloween, horror movies, monsters, whatever, this Halloween is going to be huge on my channel if everything goes according to plan, which it should. It's going to be 31 days of Gamerthon TV. A new video every day. Apart from streams, so we're still doing streams, so I'm excited about that. I've already started working on Halloween content. In order for this to be successful, I have to start working on the content now. Because I tried to do it last year, but last year I also had a full-time day job, and there was no way. It's impossible for me to do everything I wanted to do. But I do that. I have a bad habit of over-planning, and then I get stressed out when things don't work out my way. But that's what it's like to be a YouTuber. It's just the nature of the beast. When I was little, I was afraid of being abducted by aliens. Oh, a lot of people were. I had that fear too for a while, but it was nowhere near as bad as my clown phobia. The clown thing it fucked me up. There's no other way to say it. My parents divorced when I was 9, but I only spent time with my mom. My dad didn't really like kids or had patience with them. It's really cool to spend time with your son. No, I adore my kids, man. I'm big into family, and I know that comes from my background. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so Hispanic, and of course it doesn't go for everyone, but in general, Hispanic families are very close-knit, so that's just something that family is really important to me, But, yeah, no, my kid, and I wasn't married or anything. I met his mother when I was like, oh, God. I met his mother when she was like 19. I was like 20. I was like 20 or 21 or something like that. I don't know. I mean, it happens. You get in a relationship. We had a surprise, an oopsie, whatever you want to call it. And then things just don't work out, And it's... Kids are never a reason. Like, I'm no relationship expert, I'll say that, but kids are never a reason to stay together, and that's essentially what happened. We tried, kind of try to work things out because you have a kid, but it just, at the end of the day, that's just doomed to fail. And that's what happened, but, I can't regret any of my decisions because, A, I have my son, who I love with all of my heart, and I have my fiance, and, we have our daughter, so at the end of the day, shit works out how it's going to work out, Can't really be upset about how your life turns out. I feel like something else is shooting me that I'm not aware of. Hello. Safe. Gotta go, need to sleep. See you later, Crimson. Thanks for being on stream. Don't say anything you might regret. No, I'm always careful with my words on stream. But it's true. I mean, I'm speaking from the heart. Everything I say is true. It's just that's how life turned out for me. People that stay together for no reason other than their kids are just teaching their kids to be in an unhappy relationship when they grow up. Yeah, it's true. And don't get me wrong, it's nothing like my kid and I mean, we didn't even do like any kind of legal thing where we go to court and decide custody. It was just more of like a verbal agreement because there's no animosity really. I mean, we're still cordial with each other because, like, you know, when you split up with someone and there's a kid involved, I think it's always a bad idea to bring any animosity into it because at the end of the day, that's only going to hurt the children. So, you know, like I said, you know, life turns out the way it turns out.
Just keep coming.
You just got to do what's best for your kids. That's something I definitely learned as I matured as a parent. Because being a parent at 22 is not easy, and most people aren't ready for that kind of responsibility at that age. I know I wasn't. Oh, God. Why? Why do they keep wanting to use these monsters? What inspired you to start your channel? How'd you get started? Oh boy, that's a heavy question. What I recommend you do, actually, I'll talk about it briefly, but there's so much detail. What I recommend you do is go on my playlist when you get a chance and go to my vlogs. And I have a playlist called like vlogs and channel updates, something like that. And I have the video I did, the end of the year video for last year. I did a New Year's video where I went into full detail. Initially, what got me to want to start being a YouTuber, I mean, from day one, I said I wanted to do my job, but more so than anything, I had just been really unhappy for a long time because of my situation. I was in job after job that I just hated. It got to the point of like deep depression for a while. You know, and you were call center after call center after call center. That was my life. I was really unhappy with it. So that's where it originated, but there's a lot more to the story, a lot more detail. So that's why I recommend you watch that video. Just because if I sit here and try to remember all the details, like, it'll take so long for me to tell the whole story. But yeah, initially I just want to do something I don't hate for the rest of my life. Like, I want a career that I enjoy. I like creating content. I like engaging with people socially. I love video games. I love movies. So YouTube is perfect for that. Not that YouTube's a perfect platform. It's absolutely not. And one day there may be a better platform. But as far as what I do on YouTube, I'm always going to be doing that in some form. Whether it's on YouTube or somewhere else in the future, I don't know. For now, I'm here on YouTube doing this. See you later, fangirl. It's awesome, and that you can share your son, be civil to each other. It's a rare gift to each other and your son. Yeah, I mean, it was always important for me, you know, that whatever difficulties I had with his mother, which I won't get into, obviously, because that's private stuff that no one else really needs to know, but whatever difficulties are in there, like any relationship, just keep it away from the kids. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I would love to propose to your fiance. I already did. I actually, you know what, maybe one day I'll post photos of it or something, community tab, because we still have the photos of it. I went all out on it. It was crazy. Oh, no. But yeah, no, I already proposed to her, because that's how she's my fiance. Maybe I should start a channel that's sounding very familiar to me. Yeah, like I said, for any of you that want to know the full story, because even if I sit here and tell you now, I know I'm going to forget details that are important. But yeah, on my playlist, it's in my vlogs playlist. There's only one that's called vlogs and channel updates, and it should be the latest video because I don't do that much stuff on that playlist. But yeah, it was from late last year. I mean, like, my whole thing is like, you know, if we're put here on this earth to just like be miserable with a job 5 days a week, like, what's the point, you know? Not that I'm suicidal or anything like that. I don't want it to come out that way, but just like, what's the point of living that kind of life, you know? Like, is it worth it? Like, do something you enjoy. That's what I always say to people. Like, even people that don't know what they want to do with their life, figure out what you're passionate about, figure out what you like to do, and then figure out how to make a living out of it. Speaking of YouTube, where's our Xenal Timeline Part 6? Sony's just sitting on the claim at this point. Good news is, well, I don't know if it's good news because it's just YouTube annoyances. YouTube has given them until April 20th to respond. Mind you, I already posted this video on March 12th. March 12th. And YouTube's giving them until April 20th. That's a month and a half, almost. That's insane. But that's the situation. Good thing is that... Oh, what the hell? Oh. The good thing about that is that after April 20th, the only option Sony has is to take the court for copyright infringement. Which, that's not going to happen, because it's not copyright infringement, and they know it. So what's going to happen after April 20th is that the video stays mine. 100%, and they can no longer claim it. Even if they wanted to try again, they don't have the right to claim it again. Before I go save, yeah, I just did. Some people can find fulfillment in those jobs. I'm just not one of them. Oh yeah, you know, there's a job for everyone out there. I mean, every job out there, there's someone that can do it and be okay with it. I can't. For me, like, just sitting there with a phone strapped to my head, getting yelled at, whatever the job entails, putting all that aside, at the end of the day, I'm spending 40 hours plus a week sitting to a chair, strapped in an office building, not doing anything that involves me doing anything for myself. I'm making someone else rich. It sucks. I just can't. I can't do it. It's not fun. It's not fun. Ever since I was a kid, I never knew what to do with my life. And I was always a very creative person, so I always wanted to do something creative. I just didn't know what. And, you know, when you do the whole college thing, you know, that's for some people. For me, I just did it because it was what you're supposed to do, and I didn't know what I really wanted to do in my life, so went to college for way too damn long, just trying to figure out what to do. Got a bachelor's in business management. Didn't do shit for me, job-wise, so here I am with a bachelor's degree, and I'm creating YouTube videos, so that's where I ended up. Thanks for the advice. Gonna go find that video. Good luck and good night. Let's see you later, Taylor. I'm the type of person who can't see himself working in an office. It's funny how it happened to me because I never saw myself working in an office either, but I worked at Best Buy for 6 years. That's the best job I ever had. I made a lot of good friends that I'm still friends with. I started there when I was 19. I worked there for like 6 years until I graduated from college. I quit to get a real job, as I like to think at that time. Ended up a call center after call center after call center after call center until I was almost 30. So it was awful. And sometimes I think back on it, and it's annoying because I kind of feel like I wasted my 20s just working things that I hate. I could have been doing this, you know. But, you know, like I said, things work out the way they're supposed to. Who knows what would happen if I started doing YouTube? I don't know. I'm happy with what I am right now, or with where I am at the moment. I had a nervous breakdown after working in telemarketing, something that happens commonly. I just couldn't handle the pressure of reaching quota while getting yelled at from people you'd rather not be calling for. Ooh, damn. You are describing so many jobs I've had, yes. Even what people don't realize about call centers, or even jobs that aren't sales jobs in a call center environment, have quotas and sales goals, because, like, at a call center, like, if you work at a credit card company, I've worked for a couple credit card companies, you don't just answer questions. Your managers want you to sell products, offer this and that, just crap that nobody wants when they call a call center. And it's just impossible goals. So I remember when I was working at, I worked at Chase Bank for a while. I worked for their credit card services over the phone, and there was one girl, she was suffering from like severe stress. She had a seizure, like, on the phone once, and I'm not a doctor. I don't know what causes what. But she was known to be, like, extremely high anxiety at the job. She was always stressed, crying every day. She had a seizure one day, went to the hospital, and she never came back. She's alive. She just decided, like, I'm done. She's never came back to the job. That's what these jobs do to you. You know, they wear you down over time till A, you say, I've had it, I'm done, I quit, or you just give up and accept that that's your life. But, you know, I'm not down-talking those jobs at the same time, just because they're not for me, too. Like I said, I mean, someone out there enjoys it. I just can't relate to those people. No sense worrying about what you can't get back, exactly. I couldn't finish college. That's something to be ashamed about. College isn't for everyone. Like, for me, I almost couldn't finish it, and I switched majors a couple times because I suck ass in math. Like, oh, man. It's so embarrassing because, like, when I first got into college, I remember taking the math. I don't remember. It wasn't SAT. It was something else. It was like a math portion or something. I scored low. So they put me, but it's so stupid because they'll put you in the beginner math classes. I was in math classes learning how to do basic addition. Like, I know this shit, but you know what it is? It's money. You have to pay more money to take those classes. It's big business. They know all those students in there knew that. So 2 or 3 years later, I get back to the level where I was okay with, which is like basic algebra. But man, when it got like to like pre-calculus, calculus, real algebra, fuck that. I bombed like 3 or 4 times. I ended up going to a different school to avoid paying out-of-state tuition because I failed it too many times. Oh man, I was not good at math, so I switched majors to avoid math. So not finishing college is not something to be ashamed of. A lot of people don't. I'm in the same boat. I don't know what to do with my life. I mean, that's not that I feel bad about executive. I don't know how old you are. I'm 32. I know what I want to do with my life now. Do content creation. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was like 29. So, I mean, it just takes some people longer to realize what they want to do with their lives, you know, and that's fine. As long as at the end of the day you decide that what you're doing doesn't make you go insane, you've succeeded. At least that's my belief. But yeah, like I said, we all have different paths. So like, I'm no wise man. I'm just a dude that's been through so much BS that I hate. I just want to do something I don't hate. Finishing college is only important if you need to take that step to get what you want. Yeah, and that's a common myth that even growing up in a Hispanic family, like, Hispanic families are very traditional in general. Like my family, my parents are real old school. It was that both my older sisters, they did the whole go to college, get an office job, which they still have. They both hate their jobs, but they've been in there so long, it's whatever. But, you know, that's just the thing you do. And I don't know, it's just going to college. In retrospect, for me, I feel like going to college was a waste because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, so what am I going to college for, you know? Because, I mean, it's good, I guess, to learn, like, responsibility and, you know, yada yada. Take general classes while you prepare yourself to know what you want, but if you've got, like, an AA degree in, like, general education and then you still don't know what you want to do with your life and you just jump into a degree just for the hell of it, you can easily find yourself wasting loads and loads of money. Because, like I said before, at the same time, college it's a big business. I mean, colleges know this, which is why they'll charge you a couple $100 dollars for textbooks. Well, probably not now so much because everything's digital. But back then, yeah, a couple $100 easily on textbooks. Some of them that you end up not even using. Sometimes you'll spend like $200 on textbook, and then the teacher will use that as a study guide, which everyone knows is a waste of money. Like, okay, so I didn't need this book. I can relate to that. Math's my kryptonite. I had problems with math when I was in elementary school in Puerto Rico. The teachers there didn't care at all. I've always had problems with math. I'm like, I'll admit, I still count on my fingers. Like, someone asks me, like, what's 27 minus 14? I'll be like, I'll have to think about it. I'll count my fingers. I don't care. You know, it is what it is. I'm 23, tried college for a year and a half as a computer science major, couldn't do it. I honestly couldn't focus on any assignment. Oh, yeah, honestly, you still have plenty of time to figure out your life, man. When I was 23, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. When I was 23, I don't even think I had my AA yet because I kept failing some classes just out of pure, I don't want to do this. Yeah, it takes time. Just don't settle, you know? Once you settle with just to do whatever with your life, once you settle and you're not really enjoying yourself, that's when life just becomes so stale. Man, I have like no health. This is an interesting conversation. See, that's why I like engaging with you guys in chat. Like, we always have interesting conversations. It's not always just like, you know, like a regular stream where the streamer's just screaming at the game and that's it. Like all those Fortnite streams that I can't stand to watch, by the way. Fuck off, man. I'm 15 and people are asking me what I want to do in my life. I want to enjoy my life. At 15, that's common that people ask that at 15 because I don't know. There's this mentality from I'm going to say older people, previous generations, where you should always know like what track your life is going. Yeah, man. At 15, enjoy your damn life. Those are the best years of your life, man. Like, you don't have any responsibilities. You're in high school. You're doing your thing. Enjoy your life. Start planting the seeds of what you want to do in your future, but don't worry about it too much. You know, worry about it after high school. When I was 23, I dropped out of college and I was working at Home Depot. Yeah, I think at 23, I was still working at Best Buy, because if I started at 19 and worked there like 6 years, yeah, I was still there. I just did retail sales for years. One thing that is absolutely crucial for college is, like, if you want to do anything medical or legal, then you absolutely have to have college. There's no way around that. People are going to be watching the stream. OMG, just get on the alien killing already. Hey, the aliens are still dying. The aliens are still dying. Yeah, if you're new to this channel and you don't really like when a streamer talks about things other than the game they're playing, hey, you're on the wrong channel, man. This is a regular conversation on this channel. Although I don't want you to go, I'm just warning you. I try to be motivated, but it's kind of hard for me to do it. My job is signing people up for college. I'm leaving my 10-year factory job and going to Little Caesars. I know a guy that works at Little Caesars, actually. He actually loves it. Man, I can't work at a pizza place. Like, I would never be. Oh, I would grow to immense proportions. I love pizza. I do, man. I could eat pizza like every day. It's dangerous. So if I ever worked like a Pizza Hut or something, ooh, my fiance better be ready to marry a man that's like 100 pounds heavier in a month. My dream job is being an auto body mechanic. I always thought that was a cool job. I used to work on my own car. Like in high school, I know it's stereotypical, Puerto Rican kid in high school working on a car, but I liked it. I don't know anywhere near enough about cars to ever actually work on it professionally, but like I used to do my own oil changes and stuff and save up and get the little LED lights on your car and shit. I used to get pulled over so much because of that. Like, it's crazy how cops profile you. Like, I had these lights in high school back in the day. I had these lights on my car, and I remember once one of my friends, me and her went to Steak and Shake like at 2 a.m. And I remember driving home. I'm the only car on the road, and there's a cop following me, and it's like, damn, like at that point you're just paranoid. And I had like these lights on my car. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get pulled over. They've already profiled me. Sure enough, I got pulled over and ended up getting let go because they couldn't find anything. He said I did like a violation of the traffic control device or something because I didn't do a turn signal somewhere, but he let me go. I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything. That's how it was, man. It was crazy times. Now I can care less about what I'm driving. Oh God, damn it! It's funny too, cause like I drive a Camaro, and when I first got it, it's just funny to me how people think sometimes. When I first got it, people thought I had, like, mind you, I got it way before I was a YouTuber. I mean, I'm talking, like, I got it in 2012, and I still drive it. And people were like, damn, you must have a great job. You must be rich. Like, I was working at Best Buy at the time. But my whole thing is, I got one car when I was in high school. It was a Nissan Sentra in 1998. Lasted 10 years. All my friends were wrecking cars and just buying new cars all the time. I built really good credit. I kept my car for like 10 years until it just completely died. It literally died in the middle of the road on me. Smoking engine and everything, and it was too much to fix. And then I went with my father in like 2012 to get a new car, and by that time, like, I had been saving up for like a decade, and I had good credit, so you could buy any car you want as long as you have good credit and you've saved up money. And I wanted a Camaro, so I got a brand new Camaro, and that's what I've been driving. So it's funny because people will be like, man, you must be rich. And it's like, no, I just only had one car in my life, and I saved up for like a decade for the one I actually wanted. But it's funny now because I barely drive anywhere because I'm always home working on YouTube videos. And whenever we go anywhere, usually we drive my fiance's car. It's like a little Nissan Versa. So, and my Camaro, I'll probably end up keeping that car until it's completely dead. Like, as you get older, you care less and less what you're actually driving. Currently finishing my second year of college, but I've always worked hard and pushed myself to be better, as you should. Since I was 10, I had decided I wanted to be a software engineer. Well, I could never do that, because I know that would require a lot of math. That would that would automatically count me out of the running for sure. You must be rich? No, I'm just a YouTuber. Yeah, that's the opposite of being rich. Unless you're, well, hold on, unless you're like PewDiePie or someone with like 100,000 subs. Yeah. Oh my god. It's crazy because this is the first year, this is the first year I've been a full-time YouTuber. All the way up until last year I had a full-time day job. But, this is the first year I had to experience, how much the government wants from you for not having a traditional day job. Oh, man, let me tell you. When I did my tax return this year, and I'm American, I pay my taxes. You have to, you don't have a choice. I like how he just stood there. But when I did my taxes, I was real happy with what I was getting, especially because I have kids. You know, when you have kids, you get a little extra. And then when I input all the numbers from the 1099 that Google sends you, if you made more than $600 in a year, Google sends you a 1099 number. That's just normal, tax regulation. I got mine. I input all the numbers, like, oh, I'm happy with my tax return. I have kids. I'm getting a couple $1,000s because of my kids. Let me see what the YouTube numbers do. Man, like, I saw the numbers go from here, and they just, like, light speed skyrocketed to the ground. But you can't escape the tax man unless you want to go to jail. So I paid my taxes like a good little civilian. But damn, I can't imagine like what some of these bigger channels like PewDiePie that make millions, like he's got to be paying. I don't even know how. I wouldn't even know how to do the math, but they got to be paying a ton of money in taxes. Yeah, I want to become an astronomer. It's something I realized I wanted to do since I was a kid. Astronomer would be a cool job. I think that'd be awesome. God. Why isn't that one getting hit? Oh, were there graphics in the way? Is that why? I had to pay him this year for the first time in forever. Yeah, it sucks paying the government. That's why I appreciate Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec when there's this episode where he's showing this little girl in her school, like, he's showing how the government works, and he takes her sandwich, and he bites half of it, and he's, like, expressing, like, That's the government coming in and taking your taxes. And he just eats half her sandwich. That shit had me dying. But, what was I saying? Going back to taxes, though, that's why when I hear people say, like, oh, YouTube's not a real job, it's like, according to the United States government, it's enough of a job for them to want my income. So, someone please tell the IRS so I don't have to pay them next year without going to prison. Stupid! Parks and Rec is great. Yeah. Sorry, my fiance laughs when I say this, but the only way I can explain Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson is my spirit employee. Like, that's the employee I would have been had I still been at a day job, like at a call center. Like, he just hates it, hates everything about it. He's just there to run down the clock and avoid people. That's exactly how I was. Why is that not registering? Like, you guys see this. Or maybe they're just, like, really armored. Maybe that's what it is. They're stronger ones. That's a load of BS. Oh, come on. I'm so tired of this. Yeah, they definitely have stronger armor. Get away! Save. You lying about buying that Camaro that Autobot chose you? Actually, let me correct you. I have a Decepticon sticker on it. It's a Decepticon. No Autobots here, man. No Autobots. Decepticons are cooler. I hate these little robots. I feel like I'm playing Gears of War 4. That added a bunch of robot annoyance. Oh! I should have saved. I can't stop now. I hate these machines. Where's John Connor? When asked what I was for, what I wanted to do, I grew up, I legitimately said I wanted to be a wizard. I wanted to be an astronaut. And then I wanted to be a video game designer, but now, like, as I've grown older, that requires a lot of math courses, too, because my cousin actually took a lot of game development courses, and, like, prereqs, he had to do a lot of math. But aside from that, like, you don't get to play the games, or you don't really get to play games and enjoy them, because you're, you know, and it's a cutthroat industry. As you guys see with all the crap going on with, like, BioWare and EA, like, it's not easy to have a good living in the video game industry, which is why I give a lot of these game developers credit, man. Even if a game's not that great, like, people work hard on these things. They really do. Usually when games are messed up, it's usually because of decisions that the higher-ups that are completely out of touch make. And then the developers are the ones that suffer. While you get, like, EA CEOs getting millions of dollars in bonuses and shit, it's ridiculous. But you can't even just say that about EA. That's the industry. Unless you're an indie game studio. Oh shit. Was I supposed to go down here? Give me the Maximals over the Autobots and Decepticons. Oh man, I love these wars. The Maximals versus the Predacons. Come on. Can I even get back up here? Oh. Excellent. You can always join the KKK and be a wizard. I mean, that technically is true. I would never recommend anyone to join any racist cults. I always wanted to be a superhero as a kid, but you couldn't, so I settled on a firefighter. If you ever wanted to be a superhero as a kid, Shazam is a good movie to watch. That whole movie was literally just a kid's superhero fantasy. That's a literal form. Loved it. There we go. Yes. All right. Damn, I really wish I had a sniper. Ooh, I could rocket launch his ass right now, though. Stop. Yes. All right. Is it safe? Safe. Hear them. Were any of the new 52 Shazam kids in it? I don't want to spoil anything about the movie for it's too new, so I don't want to say anything one way or the other. I'll leave it at this. There's a lot of surprises in that movie. Actually, Zero Cool, if you wanna private message me on Twitter, I'd be happy to talk about details of the movie with you. I just don't want to do it openly so early, but there were a lot of surprises and twists and turns in the movie that are not in the trailer at all. That's one thing I mentioned in my review that made me really happy, because a lot of times you get these movie trailers, and I always bring up Amazing Spider-Man 2, because before I saw that movie, I knew that Harry was going to become Green Goblin within the same movie. I thought Venom was going to be in it because they show Venom in the trailer when he's walking by. They show the Venom symbiote. That was cut out of the final movie. But I knew that Vulture's wings, Doc Ock's arms are in it. I knew Rhino was going to show up. Things that you shouldn't have known to see the movie. They could have easily just promoted that whole movie as Spider-Man versus Electro, left everything else out, and it would have been an awesome surprise to the fan. But they blew their entire load with the trailer, so when I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, I felt like I had already seen the whole movie just by watching the trailers. In retrospect, Shazam did a really good job of not doing that. There's several important things in the movie where I stopped in the movie and thought to myself, like, this wasn't in the trailer at all. Wow. So, great job on DC or I guess Warner Brothers, for cutting the trailers the way they did. I mean, they promoted the movie just enough to get me interested to watch it, and then delivered surprises. So, I'll leave it at that. That's the closest I can really say without spoiling anything about the details of the plot. Shazam looks like a superhero version of Big. I mentioned that in my review. There's a lot of parts that remind me of Big, and there's one part specifically that is a super clear reference to Big. Like, they did it on purpose. It was awesome. Like, the kids nowadays wouldn't catch it, but if you're older like me and you've seen Big and you know about it, like, you'll immediately be like, that's Big. It's awesome. It's so cool. I want to watch that movie again, actually. It's just so expensive going to the movies for me, because, like, I'm one of those people that, like, it's a thing. I can't sit in a movie without, like, a popcorn and soda. Like, I have to go to the concession stand and get popcorn, or I'll get fidgety. I can't just sit there. So I gotta buy popcorn and soda, and then usually my kid and my fiance are with me, and I pay for them. So yeah, a trip to the movies on a not cheap night is easily like a $50 expense. When I saw a trailer for Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought Electro was a shitty knockoff of Dr. Manhattan. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to describe it. I didn't hate Spider-Man 2, honestly, Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I would have enjoyed that movie a lot more if the trailers hadn't ruined the whole damn thing. That was my biggest problem with the movie, like, and oh my god, it blew my mind at the very end when you see Rhino, and I'm like, wow, that's the very last scene in the movie. Like, that could have been an awesome end of the movie surprise for fans, and the trailer spoiled it, and I knew it was going to be at the end because I had been watching the whole movie, and I still hadn't seen the Rhino. It's so shitty. They marketed that movie so god-awful. Oh yeah, I've gotten to the point where I don't watch trailers anymore. For me, with really big releases like Endgame, I'll watch the first trailer, and I plan to do this with whatever Star Wars Episode 9 is called. I'm going to watch the first trailer, maybe the second trailer, because I'll watch the teaser, but the teaser usually don't show anything. After that, maybe I'll watch one more trailer, and then I won't watch anything else. I want to go in semi-blind. I want to be surprised. I don't want to see... I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see spoilers. It's just... You can't enjoy a movie as much with how they cut trailers nowadays. They just spoil everything. It sucks. It's like people ask me my opinion on the Endgame trailer, the last one. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I won't. Like, I'm going to go into that movie without watching the last trailer. That's how I want it. The Mobius Living Vampire movie might be pretty good. You know, at first I said I don't know how... Because he's a Spider-Man villain. I don't know how they can make a movie with just him, but... I said the same thing about Venom, and I actually enjoyed Venom. It wasn't perfect, though. Like, I didn't care about anything that was happening outside of Eddie Brock and Venom. I didn't care about the story. I didn't care about any of the supporting cast. What they did get right is they nailed the Eddie Brock Venom relationship. So who knows? Maybe Morbius will be good. And it's got Jared Leto. Like I said, he's a good actor when he's given a good role to play. But you see, you're making all these movies now of these Spider-Man villains that were well known throughout the 90s, and they're not connecting them to Spider-Man at all. So that's kind of where I have a problem with it. Morbius isn't a villain. Yeah, technically he's an anti-hero, but he's been portrayed as a villain before plenty of times. Morbius is like Venom. He's someone that started off as a villain, portrayed as a villain every once in a while, but ultimately, at the end of the day, they're good guys that do bad things. Oh, I gotta save. There's a big-ass monster down there. I don't get why they don't just have the director or someone make the movies, cut the trailers, so they haven't seen people that don't care to make them. Yeah, I don't get the logic behind movie trailers sometimes. The whole point of movie trailers is to get people to go see the movie. Not to spoil the whole movie. Oh god, what am I gonna do? And Morbius technically isn't a vampire either, so he doesn't have some of their flaws, because his powers are science-based. More so than, like, you know, supernatural. Alright, rocket! Another one! Asshole. I'm taking out that big guy first. Everyone else will be a piece of cake. Come on, come on, come on. Don't! Go! Ah! Yes, he's dead. He's dead. And I'm almost dead. I need health. I should save. Oh, man. Alright, I'll save. I saved that low health. God, those things are shooting more powerful beams at me, too. Is it dead? Yeah, showing too much can be a problem. I would like to be surprised by Gogeta being in Broly. Oh man, yeah, I hated that. When the new Broly trailer came out that showed Gogeta, I didn't watch it because I didn't want it to be spoiled. I didn't want to see anymore. But I mean, there's no way to avoid it. Everybody on social media is talking about it. It was plastered everywhere. So when I saw that movie, like, I would have flipped my shit if I was watching it and then Gogeta popped up. But the trailer ruined it. The trailer and social media. Like, you know, we already knew Bardock was going to be in it. We already knew that whole thing. And then Broly. I didn't need to know about Gogeta. At all. Especially since Gogeta never happened originally. In the canon universe, there was no Gogeta yet. So it's not like I was expecting it. managed to avoid Gogeta being spoiled, so one of my friends told me, yeah, there's just no way to avoid it. I have a buddy, and if he's watching this, he knows what I'm talking about. He spoils everything. He'll just be like, hey, did you see this? And he'll show me. I'll be like, what the hell? I didn't want to see that. Terminator Genesis, worst trailer and poster. Oh, you mean the one that spoiled John Connor being a villain, and they plastered him on the very front of the poster, too? God. That's another example that was just as bad as Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's... I just don't... I don't get it. I don't understand. Son of a bitch. Alright, now I know where he's hiding. He's hiding down there in the corner. How am I going to kill him, though, without getting hurt? Hold on. I'll use this as cover right here. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah. No, he can't get me. He's at the wrong angle. This is how you break a bad guy. I know being 43 and saying I hope I get that little season job sounds bad, but I'd be walking 6 blocks to work as opposed to driving 15 miles one day to work. Hey, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, who cares how old you are? As long as this job, as long as you're happy with it and the job works for your personal situation, I mean, who cares where you work? Anyone that judges you over that is stupid, essentially.
Bravo company's gone. Grayson, double time.
Genesis never happened. That definitely didn't happen.
Can you handle it?
Yeah. But only because you asked politely.
How far into the game are you? I never played this one. I have no idea. I think there's 2 major chapters left from me Googling. I've never played this one either.
Grayson had to navigate a maze of alien technology
This is the only Resistance
to find
I've
the
played.
second Earth mover. Destroying it would not be easy, but the lives of thousands depended on Grayson's ability to stop the Earth mover before it reached Luxembourg.
You know, and I'm worried about the next Terminator movie because I think they're going to do, in my book, a big no-no. They casted young John Connor. So young John Connor's in it, like little kid John Connor. So it's safe to assume that's going to be a flashback. Why are there suddenly a bunch of, like, female heroes with Sarah Connor, but I haven't heard anything or seen anything about an adult John Connor? I was reading rumors about it online, and some people think that John Connor died or something. There's no one cast as adult John Connor, and the movie's practically around the corner. Where the hell's John Connor? If they... Oh, God. I'll say this right now. If they kill John Connor and Sarah Connor's, like, training new heroes, the movie lost. Out of 10 points, the movie instantly lost 5 in my measuring system, I guess. Instantly a 5 out of 10, at least. That's just, to me, that's just something you don't do. You don't do that. Like, John Connor is the heart and soul of the Terminator series. He's the main attraction at the end of the day. Of course, besides the Terminators and Arnold, but story-wise, I mean. I actually didn't hate Terminator 3. I didn't hate Terminator 3 either. It's my... Putting Genesis aside, it was my least favorite. Genesis is my least, but... I didn't hate Terminator 3 because I liked the idea that they just prolonged the Judgment Day, and then everything was just gonna come full circle, and it was like his destiny that he had to be the savior of mankind. There was no stopping that. I like that story. Like, for a fictional story, I like that archetype where it's more destiny and you trying to push it off instead of just they stopped it, happy ending, boom. So for me it worked. So I liked where they were going with Salvation and all that. But they did a complete 180 after Salvation, and now they're just... I don't know. As a series, it's all over the place. All over the damn place. John Connor dies, fans, and like that, you've lost me. Yeah, I'll watch it, because I'll still watch a movie to give it a shot, you know? But if that happens, I already know. Like, I'm going to go into that theater, and I'm going to come out feeling the same way. I'll decide before seeing the movie. It's just something... You just don't do it. You just don't. Damn it. never play video games like this. Games this late. How do you do it? I mean, I used to stay up. Well, I mean, it's only 11 o'clock where I am. For me, I used to stay up all night playing games. Like in my younger days, of course. When you're older and have kids, like you can't do that. But I love playing games at night. I rarely play games during the day. Nighttime is like the only time I ever. Because during the days, I spend my days hanging out with my family, my kids, working on YouTube content, mostly working on YouTube videos, and I just stepped into the fire like an idiot. So I don't have a lot of free time to play video games just on my own. But when I do, I like, you know, when everyone in the house is sleeping, I'll just come into my office here and just play games just for the hell of it. Which I'm going to start streaming that more often. Some of you were in my Assassin's Creed 3 stream. That was one of my free time, which I do all the time. I just never stream it, so that is something I'm going to be doing more, which is completely off schedule, so don't feel bad if you miss it. It's just extra content. Just when I'm playing games for free time, I might as well stream it to hang out with you guys and talk in the community, get some watch time going on YouTube. It's good for the channel. I don't really post those afterwards because, like I said, it's just extra stuff. I don't want to clog the channel with more live streams than, you know, already are on there. And on those extra days, I don't really play games to completion. It's more of a whatever goes kind of thing. Like last time we played Assassin's Creed 3, and then halfway through the evening I switched to Odyssey and just messed around for a while. God. Thank you. Oh no! I need that health! I need that health! Oh, this is a bad idea. I knew that was gonna happen. You can watch Terminator 1 through Salvation in no specific order and fulfills the story requirements. Yeah, I agree with that. Sarah Connor Chronicles was a fantastic show. Now if you watch it in the overall context of the series, it makes no sense. It's more like messing with time travel. It's all over the damn place. But as a standalone show, season 1 and 2, because 3 got canceled. They never finished the show. 2 ends on a cliffhanger. Damn, that show's good. And they ended up introducing one of the best characters in the Terminator series, and he has only been in that show. Derek Reese, Kyle Reese's brother. He only exists in that show, and he was one of my favorite characters in it. I wish they would have added that to the lore. Like, there's so many cool moments in that show. There's this one episode where Derek Reese takes John out for his birthday to get, like, ice cream, and he takes him to the park. And he's just like, this is where I used to go when I was a kid. And it turns out he's watching himself as a 12 or 13-year-old playing catch with young Kyle Reese. So he takes John Connor to see his father when he was a kid. It was such an emotional moment. I'm like, man, like, even the movies never did something like that. It's such a cool idea. They should have kept the show going. Did you see the Joker trailer? Sorry if you already discussed this. It's non-canon. Yeah, Sarah Connor Chronicles is definitely not canon. There's no way it works anymore. But as far as the Joker trailer, yeah, I saw it. I'm keeping an open mind. I'm going to watch the movie and give it a shot, because as a film, I'm sure it's going to be good. But the trailer just didn't do it for me. The trailer overall, I thought the movie, it looked kind of boring, to be honest. It looks like she's going to be your typical, he has a rough life, he starts going crazy. Like, I feel like I already know the movie. But I'll give it a shot. I hope it is good, because I do want to see a good Joker movie. But I kind of feel like with the Venom situation, you know, your heroes are only as interesting as your villains. That's a common saying in comic books. I kind of feel the same way about villains. You know, flip it around, and villains are only as interesting as your heroes. But now you've got the Joker without Batman. We'll see. I'll withhold judgment, but the trailer did do it for me. I felt nothing watching the trailer. God, I do like that DC is taking a risk, though, on this and making these standalone movies that they normally don't. That I do like that I'm seeing that. I want to see more of that. Though, you should upload the party stream where guards killed your target. I should. Yeah, I was playing Assassin's Creed and there was like a level 50 target. So I'm trying to be careful sneaking around him, and he was just getting assaulted by the AI. Just enemies were coming at him for no reason. No one saw me, and they killed him for me. It was hilarious. You had to be on the stream to really appreciate it. But it's never happened before playing that game. Out of the 80 hours I played it, that was the first time it happened, and I greatly appreciated it. I'm hoping with Joker, what they showed us is only the beginning and they crank it out next level in the second half or something. Yeah, and the Batman's not in it, and supposedly neither is Bruce Wayne, but I'm wondering if, and I don't know if this has been revealed, I haven't looked, but I'm wondering if that kid, there's a little kid that he's behind a gate and Joker puts a smile on his face with his fingers. He looks like he could be a young Bruce Wayne. I'm wondering if that is him. Gotham sucks. Oh, the shit. Yeah, I don't. I've been watching the show. I watched it from the beginning. Yeah, I don't think it's a good show at all. Oh, God. Do I really gotta fight two of them? Damn it, the graphics are glitching. It's hard. No! Oh, no. I'm going all out. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, this sucks. I gotta get out of here. Oh, they're gonna get me. Health, health. It's a shame because Jim Gordon is a good character. Yeah, I think overall Gotham is a pretty terrible show. There's a couple things I do like about it, though. Jim Gordon is great. The Riddler is great. The Penguin started great, but as the seasons went on, I stopped really caring about him. And also, who else? There's something else I like about it. Alfred. I like Alfred in that show a lot. I love that version of Alfred. So the show has its good points, but just overall as a narrative, it's just not that good of a show. It's really like, it's Batman Babies. If you see Muppet Babies, that's what you're watching. It's Batman Babies, and then every week they show an origin of one of his classic villains. So when Batman's in his late 30s, all these villains are going to be a little older than him. So Batman at the end of the day is a bully that beats senior citizens. New Mutants has been laying low for a while. I still don't know what it's about. Yeah, they're saying it's still coming out, too. Honestly, I don't even care if New Mutants comes out. The trailer didn't look that good to me. Kid Bruce was pretty good, too. Yeah, he was alright. I didn't care about him much. His story and everything. He's had just some weird things that he's been through. And I feel like they were throughout the whole show, they were trying to rush him to becoming Bat. He's already gone through the whole Ra's al Ghul storyline and all this, and I was like, God, the guy's still a kid. You're really doing all these storylines? That's what I mean. It ended up being, they wanted originally for it to be just a Detective Gordon show, and it quickly turned into Batman Babies, which is what I didn't want to see. I wanted a CSI, almost like a Gotham Central kind of show where it just dealt with Jim Gordon and the chaos of Gotham and him trying to keep the peace, but it's just evolved into a Batman show. A Batman origin story. It's really Batman's origin because he was supposed to come until he's a full-grown adult already, but whatever, they changed it. Gotham's version of the Joker's... Yes, that was another thing. Well, I'm a season behind. If I understand correctly, it's not Jerome anymore, right? Because that version of the Joker I loved, and I would have loved to see him be the Joker, but I actually don't think that's what they did. Is anyone up to date that they can fill me in on that? Because I read something about it online, and it it's like a completely different Joker now. Like, it ended up not being Jerome. This sucks. So bad. Damn. Oh, see, they're splitting up. It's not good. Please. Ah! No. Oh my god, these son of bitches. You got blasted point blank, yeah. Yeah, Jerome has a twin brother named Jeremiah, who's the new Joker. Oh, see, I don't like that. I'll have to watch it. I'm not caught up, but I really like Jerome Joker. Like, I don't, like, why are they introducing a new character? Like, I don't feel that was necessary. And, like, he's a twin, so, like, what's even the point? See, no, I'll have to check it out, but I feel like that kind of ruins it for me. God. Please. Oh, I'm gonna circle straight, Mega Man Legend style. Oh! I like when they roar because they're wide open for yes, yeah. Kiss my ass. Who thought we needed a prequel for Alfred before he was Batman's butt? Oh yeah, they're doing that now too. That's completely unnecessary. What the hell is it going to be about? I guess it'll be about like Alfred and his military service maybe, but I mean, do people really want like a whole? I don't know. Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. That's like making a Spider-Man show about Aunt May. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll withhold judgment on it, but it seems ridiculous. What's it called? Is it called Pennyworth? I'm sure it's going to be all about him meeting the Waynes after his military service, becoming their butler. It's going to end with them getting shot and Bruce Wayne screaming. That'll be the last shot of the show. There's a Stargirl TV series in production. I honestly don't care for Stargirl. I don't care about Stargirl either. I want to watch those DC shows, though. I haven't, on the DC app. But, like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I pirate those shows, and I'm gonna watch them pirated. I have all the files on my computer. I would gladly pay monthly for the service for DC Comics, but the problem is they don't have it available on PS4 or Xbox. So it's like like they're making it so inconvenient to stream. Like, just put it on a freaking console. Like, I don't want to whip out a tablet or a computer and hook it up to a TV when I want to watch a damn show. I'll gladly pay for it if you put it on a console that I can watch it on. What's next? Aunt Berua's Star Wars story? Oh my god, I'd watch it. Don't get Marvel ideas about an Aunt May series. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's gonna be Aunt May the movie with Robert Downey Jr. in a cameo. Stargirl, like much like other several characters. Okay, Jeff John, man, I think the guy is a master at taking characters that either A, people don't care about, or B, characters that have been not treated so well over the years, and turning their whole situation around and making them interesting. I do like Jeff Johns. I like his writing style.
This is what I call a turret.
Like, he really turned around Green Lantern in early 2000s, brought it back to its former glory. Green Lantern is my favorite superhero. So I love what Jeff Johns has done with him. I mean, too bad the live-action movie didn't get him right, but to me, that was more of a casting issue. I think Ryan Reynolds is a fine actor for some roles, but at the time, I think he would have made a better Wally West than he made a Hal Jordan. He's just not Hal Jordan. Never, I don't know. He didn't act like Hal Jordan, he just acted like Ryan Reynolds. I mean, now he's Deadpool and Pikachu, which I cannot wait for Detective Pikachu. That movie looks like it's gonna rock. I'm interested in Swamp Thing, but I don't want to buy another streaming service. Yeah, the only reason I want to pay for the streaming service, honestly, is for the comics. Because they're having... I like reading comics. I don't like buying them on paper form. Because it just comes back to the storage issue, and I read too many of them. So I like just whipping out a tablet and reading them digitally. So it's cool that now what they're adding into the app, I don't know if they've implemented it yet, but they have the entire digital DC Comics library available to read. That alone sells it for me for $8 a month. I think that's awesome. The shows are just another added feature, but I wanted more for the comics. Same thing for the Marvel Unlimited. I'm probably going to get that too, just for the comic books. Did you see the I Need a Hero Detective Pikachu? Yes, it's awesome. They actually showed it during Shazam too. James Wan is doing Swamp Thing, supposed to be a horror kind of show. Yeah. Does anyone remember Marvel's Swamp Thing? Some of you that are younger might not remember because it was, I think, it came out in like 04 or something. I don't remember. Marvel has a character which, I mean, as you guys probably already know, Marvel and DC have been ripping off each other for years. They have their own Swamp Thing. It's called Man Thing, and they made a Sci-Fi Channel original movie years ago, and then it went to DVD. It's pretty bad, but it's out there. Has anyone here seen that movie? I'm curious, because a lot of people, when I bring that up, a lot of people have no clue that even existed. It was before Marvel. It was Marvel Studios, by the way. It was made by Lionsgate, so it was about the time that Thomas Jane was the Punisher. Swamp Thing, CC, Marvel is mainly, yep. I used to love Swamp Thing when I was a kid. I don't even know why, because when I was a kid, I didn't know anything about the character. I just thought he was cool. What the hell? Okay. Damn it. Oh, I can shoot through this now. Bitches. Yeah, you want some? Eat that. Eat that! Oh no, the robots are coming right up to me. Yes, alright. Come on, come on! Ooh! I remember Man-Thing from the comics. Man-Thing is cool. I like Man-Thing. Damn, is that emulator? Oh yeah, that's definitely the emulator messing up, for sure. This is the PSP emulator. I've noticed it only happens in these levels that have like a lot of fog and smoke effects like this. It just doesn't emulate it well. Can I cross that without dying? I figured I'd try it. They had a cartoon when we were kids, Fabian. Its opening was Wild Thing, but with her different lyrics saying Swamp Thing instead. Wait, hold on. Are you talking a Man Thing cartoon or Swamp Thing? Because I remember a Swamp Thing. Watched it on some website that uploaded the shows there every week. Man Thing is a fun movie to watch after a few drinks with the friends. Yeah. And they made him, like, instead of, like, a scientist that was trying to experiment with the Captain America serum in a swamp, he's, like, some kind of Native American, like, monster that's fighting pollution and stuff. It's weird. Okay, how am I supposed to cross? Am I not seeing something? What console is this for? This game, Jid, was a PSP exclusive. So the only way to play this is on a PSP or a Vita downloaded on PSP. Emulator. I don't know where to go. I know it's an easy solution, and I'm just not seeing it. It's always that way, every single time. Like last time, it was a stupid box I had to climb. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe I can shoot this thing. Can I cross that? That doesn't look safe. Oh. Okay, see, I told you guys it was an easy solution. It's always something stupid. Can't you jump? Nope. Now, realistically, he should be able to jump over that just fine. But nope, game won't let you. Oh, no. You die. What's the emulator you're using? I'd love to play Dracula X Chronicles on my PC. It's called PPSSPP. I don't know why it's called that, but it's the only PSP emulator I've ever really messed with that actually works well. So I wouldn't judge it by the graphics in this game. As far as I know, this game just recently even became compatible. It used to look, I mean, back like a year ago I tried this game and it wasn't playable. The graphics were all muddled, you couldn't see anything. So it's definitely improved, and this is the only game actually that I ever really... I have a ton of games I've tried on it, and so far this is the only one that hasn't worked 100% perfectly. But it's playable completely. That's the important part. I don't mind the graphical glitches. They don't bother me too much, as long as I can finish the game from beginning to end. And plus it's only on like very specific levels like this. I gotta kill those dudes again. And Dracula X Chronicles is definitely compatible. I beat that game from beginning to end perfectly on this emulator. It works great. And it's not that graphics intensive either on your CPU. You have to have a decent computer, but nothing crazy. I'm so dead. God. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat this game tonight, guys. We may need to extend it till next Friday, which if I don't beat it tonight, what we'll do next Friday, since I have Mortal Kombat planned, probably make it a double day. Again, during the day, I'll probably stream this and finish it, and then at night we'll do Mortal Kombat. Because I don't want to push Mortal Kombat. You know, I don't want to delay it, because I really want to play that story mode again. Peace Walker was my favorite PSP game. Peace Walker was badass. I love Peace Walker. Portable Ops, I was really disappointed with. Shit! Oh my god! No! No! Oh, so much flashing! They lit my ass up. Wow. Cold-blooded. What time is Shaolin Monk stream? Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. On Mondays, I usually go from like 1 p.m. to like 5 or 6, so we usually go about 4 or 5 hours. That's going to be a 2-day stream. There's no way I'm going to beat that game in 1 day. So that'll probably extend to the next Monday, too. Yeah, I got a lot of Mortal Kombat coming up. Gotta love Mortal Kombat. And after I'm done with Mortal Kombat stuff, we'll go back to Mega Man with Mega Man Legends, too. Shit. God, please. Wait, I have a sniper rifle. This might work. Oh! Duh! I gotta take these pot shots. Just get up, get back down. Oh! No, no. Oh! We shot each other at the same time! Son of a bitch. Oh, I hate this. Come on, man. Man, this looks like a nightmare. Those fog textures aren't helping. Yeah, it makes it a lot harder because I can't see well. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm saving real quick right here. because that was, I got both of them in one shot. That was too good not to save.
Dick.
Taking about ASAP. He's still alive. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Now I'm saving. Screw those Chimera. So many of them. Oh, who's lighting me up? Ah! He escaped me. I don't care as long as he doesn't bother me. You're welcome to survive and escape. Just don't come back. I'm still wondering how Marvel and Disney are going to put X-Men in the MCU. I don't know. I have no idea. What they have confirmed is that it's going to be a total reboot, so it's not the Fox X-Men are not going to have anything to do with it, which I think that's good, because it wouldn't make sense. I'm thinking... See, I don't know how they would explain mutants in that universe. Maybe whatever happens... See, we don't know what's going to happen in Endgame, so taking Endgame out... I'm going to say that maybe people have just started, like, after the events of Endgame, maybe mutants just started popping up in that Marvel universe, you know? Because just like in the comics, they eventually just start happening. Nature, it's a nature thing. And throughout history, there's been mutants popping up here and there, so maybe people haven't noticed that there's such thing as mutants. But maybe now this is the point in history where it's starting to accelerate more and more. So maybe there's just very few of them to where now it's becoming noticeable. I think that'd be a good explanation, really. Not perfect, but I mean, it would make sense. Oh man, I'm getting fucked. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm so sick of people bitching about X-Men needing to be in the MCU. I mean, I think they do need... I mean, they are going to be in it. That's a fact at this point. It's just a matter of when. But I think they do need to be in it, because X-Men are such a core part of the Marvel Universe, and now after Avengers and all that, I mean, you got to put the X-Men in there. It gives them, I mean, years of material to work with. And the X-Men are always heavily involved in all these big events and comic books and stuff, so it's going to be cool to get that opportunity. What I want to know is what they're going to do with Fantastic Four, because people like to ask, like, who's going to be the big villain after Thanos, you know? Doctor Doom, man. Doctor Doom, in my opinion, is the most dangerous person in the Marvel Universe. Maybe not the most powerful physically, but he is the most dangerous. The guy pushes his schemes way past where it's gone too far, and he's just destroying the very fabric of reality. I love Doctor Doom. He's my favorite comic book character of all time. Like, he's my favorite villain. Okay. Oh no, they're eggs! Damn you. I do want some of the actors that currently play X-Men characters to reprise the roles. I don't think they will. Oh, are you talking about the young cast? See, I don't think they will, because all that's gonna do. Disney and Marvel like to cater to general audiences. All that's gonna do. I'm just gonna try to run through here. Nope. All that would do is confuse general audiences that don't know all these things that are happening behind the scenes. They're gonna be like, wait, this doesn't make sense. So I want to see fresh new faces in the roles. I just want them to start all over, do it the MCU way, and show us what you have. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I miss superhero movies existing in their own universe rather than shared universe. I can't say I miss that. I still think it's important. There's a balance. I still think it's important that superheroes develop in their own movies and have their own things going on without being dependent on each other. Unless you're purposely doing a movie like The Avengers, right? But just because me, I'm a big comic book fan. And in comics, I mean, that's just how it is. It's all the same universe. All these characters exist together. I like seeing that. I think that's awesome. So I don't really miss that. I don't miss those days. Because I remember back in those days, I was always wishing they were all together. You really think MCU will be around for long after Avengers 4? I think so. I think so for one reason. Movie studios don't care about any, for lack of a better word, SJW political situation online. If they're making money, that's the language they speak. So as long as they're making money, which they still are, they're going to keep going. I don't think Marvel's going to be going anywhere for years. Superhero movies in general audiences are still popular, and I mean, even fans like myself that don't care about all this stupid drama that happens every 2 seconds with comic book movies. Every time an actor says something, I'll still watch the movies because I always try to separate the fictional character in the story from whoever this person is outside of, you know, outside of the fictional universe. I just don't care. I just don't care about all the outside stuff. We have enough drama in life as it is with politics and everything everything else going on in the world. I just watch movies to be entertained. Come on, where are these people? Okay, I'm wasting a grenade. God, didn't waste that. I don't know. Stupid, man. See you later, Shadow Phoenix. Any thoughts on actors who can replace the X-Men? Ooh, which X-Men are we talking about? Because if we're talking, let me think. For the big one, who can play a new Professor X? Oh man, do you know who I think would be a good Professor X? Mark Strong. Played Sinestro, plays Dr. Sivano in the Shazam movie. I think he would make an awesome Professor X. A good Magneto, man, I don't know. I really like the Magneto we have now, the young one, but that's not going to happen. I would want to see a middle-aged Magneto. I don't want them to go back to old man Magneto. So they would have to revise the whole World War II aspect, unless they go crazy and do the whole, he took the Infinity Formula or whatever, Project Rebirth, whatever you want to call it, to stay young. But they'll probably just undo the whole World War II history with him. Just like with Punisher. Punisher's no longer a Vietnam veteran. Because it wouldn't make sense for his current age, and I don't know. This part sucks. Fassbender's good Magneto. Yeah, that's what I agree with, but I don't know who I would recast. Professor X, I would recast Mark Strong. I like him. Wolverine, though. Wolverine is a big one. Who could play Wolverine? Hugh Jackman is a tough role to follow. Hugh Jackman will definitely be a tough one. Shit, I have no idea. I can't think of anyone. No, I don't know. I don't know who can play Wolverine. You know what, though? I want someone short. I don't want tall 6-foot Wolverine, you know? I want them to go back to the, like, small one with, like, a temper. Yeah, I wouldn't even mind if he had an Australian accent, like he did in the Pride of the X-Men. I thought that Australian accent was badass. Hugh Jackman left big shoes to fill. Yeah, that's an understatement. Hugh Jackman, he's got enormous shoes to fill, whoever plays Wolverine. And there's going to be comparisons no matter what they do. This is horrible. Oh my god, and there's poison fart clouds everywhere too. Can I run through here? You know, maybe I can just sneak through. No, there's no way. Liam Neeson should play Magneto. I might be able to see that. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. There's too much garbage over there. God, the graphics too, like the messed up graphics don't help either. Nope. Oh, they're gonna jump at me. They're gonna jump at me. Oh, I hate this thing so much, man. Die. How are none of my shots hitting them? Ah. Fuck. Ooh. Save. I imagine this game is better on a PSP. Actually, I would disagree just because of the controls. Yeah, the controls, like, not using the right joystick and using the face buttons instead, I can't imagine playing through this whole game like that. It would be super uncomfortable. Maybe I could run for it now. And egg already hatched. Run! I tell the character to run, and his fastest speed is brisk walk. Oh, so many of them! Wait, I think I might be able to make it, though. I think I might be able to make it. Maybe. I'm still waiting to see Gambit done right. It's my favorite X-Men movie, never going to happen. Thank God that Channing Tatum movie never happened. I'm sorry, that would have been horrible. Gambit's one of my favorite X-Men, too. He's actually my favorite male X-Men. No, I don't want Channing Tatum anywhere near the role of Gambit. Channing Tatum Gambit's still happening? Yeah, that was, but it finally, like, the nail's in the coffin. It's dead completely. But Marvel is gauging. Last I read online, Marvel's gauging audience interest to see if they want to move along with a Gambit movie eventually. I don't think Gambit needs his own movie. Just put him in the X-Men movie. You know, I don't think he needs it. It's like Hawkeye. You know, Hawkeye's my favorite Avenger, right? I don't want to see a Hawkeye movie. He's not an interesting character on his own. He's interesting with other characters as part of a team. What I think would be cool is if in the Black Widow movie, Hawkeye is in it, and it's like a buddy movie. Like, kind of like how Winter Soldier and Black Widow were teamed up in that movie. Or, yeah, in Winter Soldier, Captain America and Black Widow were teamed up in that movie. That I would want to see her and Hawkeye like that in a Black Widow movie. I think that'd be awesome. Shit. Thank you. Alright, 1 inch at a time. Could have been worse than Jay Courtney Batman, or Jay Courtney Gambit. I think they both will be equally terrible Gambits. I don't want to see either of them as Gambit. I don't know who I would want to see as Gambit, but none of those two. Oh my god. Here we go. Here we go. Come on! Just a couple of them left. This is probably one of the worst parts in this game. Just because it, like... It's just focusing on these stupid little creatures. They're the flea men. They're the flea men of resistance. Imagine a World War Hulk movie. That's possible. The story would have to be dramatically different, though. I want a movie based on Secret Wars. They could, now that we have the Skrulls in there. But, I mean, eventually, if Marvel keeps going with these big events, eventually we'll get to those things. Because, I mean, you got the Infinity Gauntlet, you know, there's not that many events that are that massive that involve the whole Marvel Universe. So, I mean, there's Infinity Gauntlet, oh god, Secret Wars is definitely one of them. Shit. I'm so glad I started save stating. This would have been more of a nightmare than it is if I wasn't save stating. These horrible levels. Thinking of Secret Invasion. Oh, you're right. Oh, I said Secret Wars, didn't I? No, you're right. I mean, I'm talking about Secret Invasion with the Skrulls. Now, Secret Wars, are you talking about the original Secret Wars or the one that happened more recently? Because those are two different Secret Wars also. I want to see Illuminati now that we've gotten Mr. Fantastic and Professor... Yeah, so Marvel's got Professor X. We don't have Mr. Fantastic. Well, I mean, Marvel has them, but we haven't seen them yet. But we do have Doctor Strange, we've got Iron Man, and we've got Black Panther. Although Robert Downey Jr. is not in the Marvel Universe after Endgame, as far as I know, so they would have to change the roster of the Illuminati. Unless they just mention Iron Man and it's not an on-screen role. Oh, thank you.
Grayson, come in. Report, damn you.
Do you think we might see Adam Warlock show up in Endgame? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're going to save him. Because if you remember, the after credit scene in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was an Adam Warlock reference. I think they're going to save him for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But who knows? I could be wrong about that. I would like to see Adam Warlock because he was a crucial part of beating Thanos. But the story's been changed so drastically already. I don't really feel they need him. Showdown. God, I want to get out of this level already because these graphics are just fugly right now. What would an Illuminati movie be about? I have no idea. I don't know. Keeping the Infinity Gem safe. Maybe other people are trying to steal them. I don't know. It'd be like in a mini Avengers team up. Yeah, they added these things to the mix. The Independence Day aliens. Get out of here with that shit. God. There's another one walking towards me. I saw it. It's gonna be right around this corner right here. Yeah, I saw you. God. I think they're just going to keep coming until I go up there. Alright. Oh, damn it. Oh, they have me blocked in here. What kind of shit is that? Please leave me alone. This thing, it's just playing with me. It was just playing with me. Bullshit. One Sentry gonna be an MCU or Hyperion? I kind of never cared about the Sentry. I don't know. I never really liked him as a character.
Parker, don't start the evac yet. I'll stop this bucket of bolts if it's the last thing I do.
I hope this is the finale of the level. I think it might be. Damn, the whole screen just turned purple. Look at that. These are a worse threat than anything else right now. God. Oh, no way. Hold on. Why is it dead? I did not kill them, and they are all dead. Okay, then. Why are the hands all over my screen? I don't think those hands were supposed to be there. What the hell was that? I guess I gotta go up there. Superman has, like, every superpower. How can you not rip off Superman? Essentially, every superhero started off as rip-off Superman. He was the original superhero. He's the one that kind of invented what superpowers are. Everyone just has offshoots of Superman. Because if you think about it, like super speed and super strength, all of that's all from Superman originally. What the hell was that? Okay, I gotta save just in case something bad happens. X. Except for Spider-Man, Spidey's all original. Yeah, that's a good example. Except the super strength, that he still got it. But yeah, he does. Spider-Man's one of the more original ones for sure. That's the thing Stan Lee was good at, man. Stan Lee was good at creating these original characters. Even when it comes to villains, like him and Jack Kirby, man, they're like a dream team together. There's never going to be another Stan Lee just in the industry. I mean, it was a different time, anyways. But just from a creative aspect, man, Stan Lee was the guy was a legend. Like when he died, and this sounds really bad, but usually when celebrities die, like in all honesty, I usually don't care. I didn't know them personally. But man, when Stan Lee died, like I felt bad for real. Like damn, like, Stan Lee, all this stuff that I love, like he was essentially the architect behind all of that. Okay. Stan Lee put the human in superhuman. Yeah, that is true. Before that, it was all, I mean, they were gods and mythological beings and aliens and all this. But I think Stan Lee and Marvel were the first to really make superheroes regular people that got extraordinary powers, for the most part. You still had like Green Lantern and crap like that, who was originally human and all that, but still. Oh my god. Whoa, hold on. These things are coming up behind me? No, I gotta get out of here. This is cool. So they're really sending those things up here while I'm fighting this thing. Are they insane? Oh! Yeah, this is crazy. to take it out as quick as possible. Nope. I'm just gonna go down here. This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm doing fine until they start coming up here. Throws everything off. Damn it, come on, please. Yes, I got it, it's dead. Thank you. Still gotta worry about these bitches. Oh, no, there we go. That explosion you see represents the entire game not being able to handle the graphics.
Though Grayson had stopped the Earth Mover, it was too late. Chimera forces were already alerted to the Marquis presence in Luxembourg. Plans for our assault on the Paris Tower were nearing completion when the Chimera struck. Our escape routes cut off by their machines and drones, we were forced to use our last VTOLs to evacuate to the only remaining safe zone, a refugee camp which the Chimera had not yet discovered. It was imperative that the Marquis research into the Chimera conversion process done by men like Bouchard's father not be lost. Founded in 1939, the Military Defense Commission's primary goal was to research the Chimera and find a weapon that could destroy them. Based on his ongoing research, Dr. Claude Bouchard felt that the Marquis were close to a breakthrough, a serum that could prevent the Chimera from converting humans. But if Luxembourg failed before the evacuation was complete,
yeah, it kind of does.
His research would be lost.
Yeah, Luxembourg. So we're 2 chapters away from the ending. This guy's got his ass kicked.
All right. Not bad for a deserter. And a frog.
So I'm on a Jeep now. I think once it starts, that might be a good stopping point there. Let's see where we're at. Luxembourg City. Damn, the loading times kind of suck, but they were on PSP discs.
I can't hear you, Parker. Come again? Oh, the reception's piss poor down here.
Our evacuation aircraft are having trouble lifting off.
I'm getting too old for
this game's pretty long.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds bloody unpleasant.
That last chapter was definitely a lot shorter. I hope the other 2 chapters aren't as long.
Oh my god!
The hell? That's a new Chimera that's not in the other games. Whoa, it's like a giant brute. I bet it's called a brute too. Well, anyways, I think that's a good stopping point actually, because we're 2 chapters away from the end of the game. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to finish it tonight. So what we'll do, I wasn't planning on not finishing it today, but what we'll do is next Friday, I'll schedule it. You'll guys see it when I schedule it, but I think I'll just I'll do a day stream also, and I'll finish it during the daytime, and then at night we'll go on to Mortal Kombat. That way we don't have to skip Mortal Kombat for another week. So we'll just do that. This game just keeps going. It's shit. It's about as long as the PS3 version. Impressive achievement when you realize it's just a little tiny UMD disc on the PSP running this thing. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I will see you guys on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Devil May Cry Timeline Part 1, probably already mid next week. So yeah, by Monday it won't be here yet. But I will catch you guys later. Monday. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button with all of your strength. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on social media or go into my community tab for updates. And for as little as $1 a month, you can support the channel directly on Patreon. This is Fabian. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.